Principle number 8 from Finish Line Thinking is hire yourself the best coach, not just a great coach. I've got another story for you from my great friend Mark McCoy. Mark had been running track for many years, and when he lost at the 1988 Olympics in Seoul, he decided to hang up his cleats. And what he did is he started selling real estate. But a good friend of his, the great hurdler Colin Jackson, thought to himself that Mark still had more left in him and he'd make a great training partner for him. So he came to Canada, sought Mark out and said, "Man, come train with me, come to Britain, let's work together. And you'll work with my coach." Now, here was the thing about his coach. His coach, the great Malcolm Arnold, was the best coach in the world for hurdles. Mark jumped at the chance, came out of retirement, and moved to Wales in order to work with this coach. The very first time that Malcolm and Mark got together, Malcolm said to Mark, "Mark, take a run over that flight of hurdles." So Mark went ahead and did that. It took him about 13 seconds. As he did that, Malcolm noticed something. He noticed something Mark had never noticed in over 10 years of running. None of his coaches had ever noticed. None of his training partners had ever noticed. And these were all very accomplished people. He noticed that Mark's left foot was slightly crooked. Take a look here. Left foot being this, slightly crooked. What do you see? It's about an inch behind the right foot, which is straight. So every time Mark took a step, you lost an inch, and Malcolm told him that. First, Mark wasn't all that impressed. He said, "An inch? I came all this way to gain an inch? Not very impressed." But Malcolm said to him, "Mark, it's not just an inch. It's actually 39 inches because in a race, you take 39 steps with that left foot of yours." Now, 39 inches, that was something worth getting excited about. 39 inches during a ballistic race at the Olympics, which is, a sprinting type race. The difference between a gold medal and no medal can be as little as 39 inches. Well, he told Mark, "Listen, go run over another flight of hurdles and concentrate, your foot will go straight." Mark did that 2 more times, concentrated, and his foot went straight. 2 years later, at the Barcelona Olympics in 1992, Mark became the oldest man ever to win an Olympic gold medal in the 110-meter hurdles when he ran with his foot straight. His winning margin, 39 inches. That's a powerful story. Think about it. Mark had been working with phenomenal coaches throughout his career. He'd been working with phenomenal athletes. He himself was a world-renowned hurdler. Yet none of these people had caught this mistake. But the very best coach in the world in 13 seconds caught what others in 13 years weren't able to. That 13 seconds made all the difference that took Mark from years of frustration to Olympic champion. So here's the thing I want to ask you. Are you surrounded by the very best coaches and mentors, or are you settled for the merely good or even the merely great? If you've got the very best, good for you. If you don't, my recommendation is that you go find out who the very best in your field is and go hire them. Go work with them. If you do that, you can shave years off the time you'll need to achieve the success you're seeking. And that's how to think and win like a champion.